Hello scrappers and planet lovers, Tin Man here with another video. So kind of an interesting one today. I have behind me this street light or spotlight. I actually found it in a dumpster. Gonna put this in my little series called Crazy Finds. Just goes to show you never know what you're gonna find while scrapping. And this is actually an excellent piece of scrap material. It is very heavy. It weighs 35 pounds. I can see right here a beautiful copper wire that's coming out of here that's going to go all the way up the neck. If I put a magnet to the base, you can see it sticks. This frame here is also magnetic. So this is going to give me steel price. Right now going for about 10 to 12 cents a pound, which is great. On the bottom here, or the up top here, non-magnetic material. So to me it looks like it's cast aluminum. I do have to do a little bit of inspection. Could be zinc coated. But I've never actually opened one of these. Very curious, interesting to see what type of goodies I can find in here, as well as be able to eliminate or divert as much of this away from the landfill as possible. So very easy to open. There is a latch at the top here that I have. I'm gonna pull this up. So this right here does have a very thick piece of glass. There is no monetary value for this. I will recycle it. There are a few screws in here that are magnetic, but this case here, I do believe it is cast aluminum. Cast aluminum right now going for 75 cents a pound in London, Ontario. I actually just brought in 785 pounds of cast aluminum barbecues and other frying pans that I've been saving. Brought it in just a couple days after New Year, so huge score there. All-time high. Usually I see cast aluminum around 56 cents a pound Canadian. If it's zinc cast, it's going to be about 45 cents a pound. So zinc cast is kind of, when you look at it, it has sort of a rainbow effect, putting it to the light. Looks like there is a drop of oil in a water puddle. That I do not see on there, so I do believe it's cast aluminum. So again, I'm going to say probably right now about 56 cents a pound. To 75 cents in London, but again, that price is unbelievable. I'm hoping it stays up at that price. But looking at this, turning it just for the camera, look at all of these different cones here that I have. Thank goodness we right now are in a cold, extreme weather advisory. It is currently -17 here in Plimpton, Wyoming. But all of these cones, look at all of this cone here. All the way, it goes actually all the way around here. I see tons of different larvae, but look at that, it's all up here, unbelievable. But what attracts me to this right now is this gorgeous transformer here. I'm looking at it on this angle, and I will take it out in a second, but some really nice copper glistening from that, and I'm gonna focus on that in a second. This light bulb here, unfortunately, I cannot scrap this. It is not any type of monetary value, but I am going to recycle it properly. It does have, as you can see right here on the knob, a actually nice brass end here. So I may actually try to bring this into the scrapyard and get dirty brass price. Not sure how they are going to take that, but again, that is a really nice size light bulb right here. And I don't want to open it up or break it open for that brass, just in case of the environmental impact that it may have. Not sure if it has any type of hazardous material inside when I break it open. So again, going to recycle this. But this transformer, going to look at in a second. This case does have some really nice stuff. And I also do look at the light bulb fixture where you plug it in. They oftentimes will have brass and other items. I actually just, for the sake of this video, just took a lamp apart. I often talk about lamps, how good they are. They always have either an aluminum casing that puts the light bulb in, or sometimes it could be brass, but inside there is sometimes copper or definitely brass in there. So I will always break these open, and I can see that on there. It does have a ceramic coating, but this transformer, I'm gonna start with that. Get my screwdriver, gonna hope my nuts here, ratchet set. Oh, this is a beautiful transformer, and I can tell this is an old one, but I will, for the sake of this video, also put final weights at the end. I probably am not going to open this transformer on this video, but I will include different links to opening different transformers. There are different styles, but here we go. Just going to cut some of this wire to release it. But all of this wire is going to give me some great scrap value. So look at this, put that up to the camera. Look at that copper spool. And I could actually bring this transformer in as is and get transformer weight price. If I scratch these windings, which I'm gonna do right here, and easily enough, if I scratch and it reveals a metallic look underneath, it's gonna be aluminum, but you can see right there, did the scratch test, this is copper. So because this is copper, both of these are copper, it's about 25 cents a pound for these transformers at the scrapyard. But in my opinion, a lot better value opening these up, taking that copper, because that copper is going to be number 2 copper and currently $4.30 a pound Canadian. So a lot better. As well, I still have the shell here. This shell, they're all individual plates, as you can see here. So this is going to be tin price. Going to get 8 to 10 cents a pound, 8 to 10 cents a pound for the rest of this. So that is great. This wire, I'm hoping now that I cut it, I can, and actually it's just connected, another couple screws here. Gonna have to probably unscrew a lot of different ends, but just gonna, for the sake of time, cut these wires. They are connected, so slide this through. Gonna just do it this way. Slowly, it's connected. There it is. So it is a little bit hard to feed through because it is a thicker wire, but it is coming out slowly, hopefully. There it is. Just a little stuck. Gotta look. Sometimes it's, right now it's actually the beehives that are causing my problem. Here we go. Look at this heavy duty Romex wire. Look how thick that is. There's 3 wires inside of it. And you can see the age of this. This has definitely been weather worn. It is cracking, but gonna strip this down. If I was to bring this in, I'm gonna get appliance wire price because of the outer coating on it. Gonna get $1.50 a pound for this. Not worth it. All Romex wire is worth stripping. So very thick gauges here for sure. I do have a wire stripper. Great investment, and gonna get, as I mentioned, this will probably be number 1 copper, $4.50 a pound once I strip it. So that is great there. Inside of here, there is a couple little small different items that I want to look at. There is another type of fixture. Okay, but again, I might have to put a little bit of WD-40 on it, but some wire here. This wire, getting to it. There is a sensor on it for sure. There's going to be some connectors, but a lot of this little wire in here that I have. All of this I'm going to have to throw into, because it has a very thick outer coating. There is also a type of fiber on it. This is a double layered coated wire. So this is going to be in my pile of 40% appliance wire. Currently get $1.50 for that, so nothing to sneeze about. Still a good price and better than nothing for sure, but you do want to make sure you separate it, and you definitely want to make sure, given the difference in weight and copper content, you know, this I would strip. This I have had some people say they do. I don't. I just put it into appliance wire. Okay, the casing here, there is again a shell. This shell looks to be actually plastic. But I am, once I put a little bit of WD-40 on this, going to take out, or try and unscrew this even, oh, there we go, this light bulb, just to show you. So a couple screws, but the rest of this shell is going to actually just be cast aluminum, so I am looking forward to seeing final weights of all this, but that arm there on the bottom and that base are extremely heavy. That transformer is a beautiful older style, but again, just to show you, there are still copper transformers out there. So here we go, what I was talking about. The light fixture does have a ceramic coating on it. There are a couple brass prongs on the end. But inside, that is going to be aluminum as well. Inside of that, there is a little bit of brass you can kind of see underneath there as the connectors. So I will open this up for sure, but all lamps, light bulbs, great place to get this aluminum, brass, and copper. Okay, and again, the last thing, if I can, there is one little connector that I want to try and get. It might be hard, I might have to get another attachment, but a lot of tin. There is some tin frame there, but I do have a couple bigger bolts here just to get this head off of here. But again, this is going to be cast aluminum. Gonna see one more little thing here. As mentioned, it's unrehearsed here, so it's not like I have all of the tools lined up ready to go. So, you know, this is as real as it's going to get for me as well. And I actually was not sure of what I was going to find in here. But I do want to say I am thankful that those yellow jackets are not alive. This looks to be actually, I think, a capacitor. It's kind of old, rusty. There is a category for capacitors, about 3 cents a pound. There are different styles. I'm actually just going to throw this right into my, put a magnet to it, you can see, into my tin, get the 10 cents a pound for that. Okay, but the rest of this is going to be recycled, scrapped. Just want to get that last bolt to see. There it is, coming out now. So this bowl here does have some styrofoam on it. All right, there we go. Oh, look at that. Look at all of that. Gonna turn that camera. Look at that. So this was definitely a home for a lot of yellow jackets. Not sure on how many years. There are right here a couple connectors that are brass that connected from the transformer. So I do have to remove those as well. So get that brass. Currently brass right now, $3.15 a pound. But this last light here, this actually is metal. I think this is aluminum. So only way to tell is the spark test. If I hit this with a grinder and it sparks, it is going to be stainless steel. If I hit it with a grinder and it doesn't spark, it's going to be aluminum. So I'm going to put on a pair of safety glasses here. I have my grinder. Just curious if that is aluminum, clean aluminum. Going to get 45 cents a pound for it because it is non-magnetic. And if it was stainless steel, I get 77 cents a pound. So here we go, the spark test. So you can see it does not spark. So nice piece of aluminum. It doesn't weigh much at all, but it is still clean aluminum. I'm not even going to worry about taking off all of the gunk here. But again, a little bit of styrofoam, I guess. Try and take as much as this off I can. This is a little bit of garbage. Just a little foam seal on it. But again, almost 100% scrappable. Beautiful Romex wire. Great big chunk of steel here. Lots of cast aluminum. My light fixture, or my lamp port, if you will, right there. And the money maker for sure, not only the Romex, but this beautiful transformer. So looking forward to opening this. Looking forward to bringing this in as scrap. I do have a nice load ready to go with steel. So gonna just add that to the pile. Gonna save up for more cast aluminum. Hopefully have another great big load in next year. But again, just showing you, you never know what you're gonna find while scrapping. Again, beautiful item. Keep your eyes open. Happy scrapping for sure. Please comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Tin Man out.